My topic is transmission media, guided and unguided. Transmission media. So, we will learn what is transmission media. Transmission media is a communication channel that carries the information from the sender to the receiver. Data is transmitted through the electromagnetic signals. Transmission media is of two types, are wired media and wireless media. In wired media, medium characteristics are more important, whereas in wireless media, the single characteristics are more important. The wired media is a guided media and wireless media is unguided media. The key difference between guided media and unguided media is the guided media travels through a physical medium, while in unguided media, the signal travels through the air. Now we will study the transmission media and its types. So the transmission media is divided into two parts. The first one is guided media and the second one is unguided media. So in the guided media, it is divided into the three parts. The first one is the coaxial cable. Second is fiber optic cable. The third one is twisted pair cable. In unguided media, it is also divided into the three parts. The first one is radio waves. The second one is microwaves. And the third one is infrared. So in guided media, the coaxial cable is also divided into two parts. The first one is baseband and the second one is broadband. In twisted pair cable of guided media, it is also divided into two parts. The first one is unsealed and the second one is sealed. We will start with guided media. The first is coaxial cable. This is the construction of coaxial cable. The coaxial cable is very commonly used transmission media. For example, TV wire is usually a coaxial cable. The name of a cable is coaxial as it contains two conductors parallel to each other. It has a higher frequency as compared to twisted pair cable. The inner conductor of coaxial cable is made up of copper and the outer conductor is made up of copper mesh. The middle core is made of non-conductive cover that separates the inner conductor from the outer conductor. The middle core is responsible for the data transferring, whereas the copper mesh prevents from the EMI, which is nothing but the electromagnetic interference. As the coaxial is divided in two parts, the first one is baseband and the second one is broadband. Now let's know what is baseband. Baseband transmission use digital encoding scheme at signal, fixed frequency. Use entire bandwidth of cable to transmit single data signal. Limited to half duplex. Transmission only one direction at a time. Use repeaters to refresh signal before transmitting them to another cable segment. Now we will know about what is broadband. Broadband transmission are analog. Flow only one way, simplex. Need two channels for computer to send and receive data, which is full duplex. May operate multiple analog transmission channel on a single broadband cable. These are the picture of coaxial cable. Now we will start with second topic, which is fiber optic cable. This is a diagram of fiber optical cable. Fiber optic cable is a cable that uses electrical signal for communication. Fiber optic is a cable that holds the optical fiber coated in a plastic that are used to send the data by pulses of a light. The plastic coating protects the optical fiber from heat, cold, electromagnetic interference from other type of wiring. The fiber optic provides faster data transmission than a copper wires. These are some pictures of fiber optic cables. Now we will go with the third point, which is twisted pair. This is a diagram of twisted pair. Twisted pair is a physical media made up of pair cables twisted with each other. A twisted pair cable is a cheap as compared to other transmission media. Installation of a twisted pair cable is easy and it is a lightweight cable. The frequency range for twisted pair cable is from 0 to 3.5 GHz. Twisted pair cable is divided into two parts, which is unshielded and shielded. In unshielded, the media is like a regular cable that carries data but doesn't have extra protection to guard against interference or a signal leakage. It's commonly used for various types of data transmission, including Ethernet cable used for internet connection in homes and offices. This cable do not have a layer of metal or the other material around the inner conductor to protect them from the external interference or to contain the signals with the cables. In shield, the media is like a cable that carries data with the added protective layer, like a shield, to prevent interference from outside source and to keep the signals inside the cable isolated and secure. This type of cable is often used in situations where there is a higher risk or electromagnetic interference (EMI) or where the data security and the signal integrity are crucial. This shielding layer is typically made of metal or the another material and acts as a barrier to protect the inner conductor from the internal interference and to contain the signals within the cable. Now we will start with unguided media. So the first point is radio waves. This is the diagram of radio waves. Radio waves are the type of electromagnetic waves that you can see with your eye, but they are all around us. These waves carry information like music and voice through the air to your radio or smartphone. Think of them like invisible ripples in a pond when you throw a straw. They travel through the air or space, and when they reach your radio or the phone, they will turn back into sound or data that you can hear or see on a screen. Radio waves are used not just for radio and mobile phones, but also for Wi-Fi, TV, and even satellite communication, making them as an essential part of our connected world. These are the pictures of radio waves. Now, our second point in unguided media is microwaves. This is a diagram of microwave transmission. Microwaves are type of electromagnetic waves like light or radio waves, but they have a specific range of frequency and are often used in kitchen appliances called microwaves oven. Microwaves are of two types: terrestrial microwaves transmission and satellite microwave transmission. The terrestrial microwave transmission refers to use of microwave signals to send information or data between two points on the Earth's surface without the need of cable or physical wires. The satellite microwave transmission is a method of sending information or data from one place on Earth to another using signals that travel between ground station and satellite in space. These are the pictures of microwave. So our third point is infrared. This is the picture shown about infrared. The infrared, often called IR, is type of a light that is invisible to our eye because it's just beyond the range of what we can see. Think of heat light. When something is warm, like our body or a hot cup of coffee, it gives off infrared light. Special devices like remote control and the night vision goggles can detect this invisible light and use of it various purposes, like changing TV channels or seeing in the dark. Here we can see the infrared is used.